start again. It's a Redskin.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aidan, and welcome back to another video. Today, we've got a very unique video to discuss for you, ladies and gentlemen, as we get to discuss the brothers that will be versing each other relatively soon in LaMelo Ball and Lonzo Ball. These two brothers have, in many ways, come into the league with all the expectations, all the hype under their back, and I think both of them have delivered very well in terms of their NBA careers, and we're going to be continuing to talk about how these two are going to play against each other. It's a very interesting game. It's a game that I'm very, very excited about, and obviously the narration or the story behind these two is going to be a very interesting one, and we're going to keep talking all about it. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below about the Chicago Bulls and the Charlotte Hornets, as well as the Ball brothers. Who do you think is going to get the edge over one another this time around? They haven't versed each other too many times, but we're going to see a lot more of it this season with LaMelo Ball playing for the Charlotte Hornets and Lonzo Ball obviously playing for our Chicago Bulls. And again, these two, all the expectations behind them in the world, and they've managed to come back. They've managed to enter this league and pretty much have a consistent ride of things. LeVar Ball is going to be a very, very, very proud father as his children pretty much are absolutely killing the game for their respective teams. Both of the teams have really strong winning records, have fantastic styles of play at times. Obviously, the Bulls is a bit of an iffy one, but nevertheless, it's a very interesting team that both these guys play on, and they're obviously very unique players. Let's start off with LaMelo Ball, obviously the player that we will be versing in a couple of hours. He averages 19.4 points per game, 7.9 rebounds, and 8 assists, shooting 41.4% from the field, 37.8% from the three-point line. He's having a fantastic season. All of his stats are up from last year, I believe, and of course, he is in his second year, so it's only going to get better for LaMelo Ball, ladies and gentlemen. He's taken one step forward every single year, it looks like, and the difference, or I guess the same things between Lonzo and LaMelo persist. It seems like, especially in their younger years, every single year, they're going to keep raising the bar and they're going to keep getting better and better and better. LaMelo Ball is one of the best, if not the best player on the Charlotte Hornets team. And again, they've had a very unique season coming in. They started training, I believe, way earlier than most other teams in the NBA, and they are benefiting it from the start of the season. They are one of the teams in competition for the top of the Eastern Conference right now. They have a very similar record to the Chicago Bulls, and LaMelo Ball is a very, very, very good offensive player that has been carrying them to a lot of wins this season. He loves to shoot. Again, 37% from the three-point line is not too shabby for LaMelo Ball. Obviously, he has a very good ability to just get to the basket as well. Obviously, everything offensively you can think of, he is definitely a player that you would put in that category. One of the best passers in the NBA, LaMelo Ball is probably in that category. One of the better shooters in the NBA, you could put LaMelo Ball in one of those categories. Obviously, his defense, I'm not too sure about his defense this season, to be honest. I know last year it was a bit of an issue to the point where they had to play zone to limit his weaknesses defensively. But obviously, as more time goes by in the NBA, at the end of the day, he's a 6'7" point guard. So most often than not, he's probably going to be a better defender as time goes by. But obviously, the first season just wasn't there in terms of the defense. And to be honest, this year, I'm not too sure about the defense. Anybody from the Charlotte Hornets side, feel free to let me know in the comments below how his defense is, and I'll be more than happy to look at it. Obviously, with the game coming up in a few hours, we'll all be looking at it, and we'll just see how it goes. But now looking at Lonzo Ball, ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Bulls player. He's played 21 games this season, pretty much, I believe, every single game this season, and his averages is 12.3 points per game, 5.4 rebounds per game, 4.7 assists per game, shooting 41% from the field and 43.2% from the three-point line. This guy is a lethal weapon behind the arc. This guy, we all know defensively, is an absolute juggernaut in the NBA. One of the best, if not the best defensive guard right now in the NBA. He should be making an all-NBA defensive team if he can keep up this level of performance. He's just absolutely having a fantastic season, averaging close to 2 steals per game and close to 1 block per game as well for a point guard. Now, I think we can all talk about Lonzo Ball a little bit more than LaMelo because most of us will be Chicago Bulls fans. And we obviously see that Lonzo Ball is a player that doesn't get involved in 2 quarters of a game. He gets really strong first half, a really poor second half. And again, I don't think he's being utilized in the correct way. But despite all of that, you can't argue he's still a very effective player in the situation that he's been put in. He's mainly, in the second half, a spot-up shooter and shooting 43% from the field, 43% from the three-point line. He's doing his job effectively when that is his role for the team. When he's playing in the point guard position, again, he's averaging close to 5 assists per game, which is not too bad at all. Obviously, LaMelo Ball has the better stats, but LaMelo Ball is probably being better utilized for his team than what Lonzo Ball is for our team. So it obviously makes sense for him to get better stats, but even still, if Lonzo Ball probably had a very similar role than with what LaMelo had, I still think LaMelo would average just a bit more because he's more of a person that's looking to score a little bit more than Lonzo Ball. So there you go. But nevertheless, Lonzo Ball is a player that on any given night, you can't leave open. Any given night, you have to seriously focus on him because he has such a diversity in his game that it's going to be very difficult for players to guard. Lonzo Ball is someone that can cut to the basket, and he is tall enough at 6'6" to score in the paint. He's someone that can grab really strong rebounds. He's had 2 games this season, I believe, or maybe even more. Let me know in the comments below where he's had double-digit rebounds. Obviously, we know he can play make like it's nobody's business. And again, if he does have more of a role on this team in the point guard position, you will see a much better Lonzo Ball than what you see. But these two, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be going head to head. The world is going to be watching this game, ladies and gentlemen, between LaMelo Ball and Lonzo Ball. The Ball brothers, the two that are in the NBA right now, starters for their teams, and one of the better players on their respective teams are going to go head to head. And I'm very excited to see how it's going to go. I know there are many Lonzo Ball fans on this YouTube channel that have joined because Lonzo Ball joined the team. So let me know in the comments below, how does Lonzo Ball fare when he faces his brother? Because this is a very unique experience. There's not many stretches in the NBA when you have 2 quality players on their respective teams battling it out, but they're brothers as well. They are brothers and they're competing at the highest level of the NBA. Both of them are winning basketball teams. Both of them are really good quality players, and both of them have great respect for each other, obviously, as well. It's going to be a very interesting battle, and I can't wait to see who comes out on top. Obviously, if you're asking me who the better player is, it's a fairly difficult one, but I think LaMelo Ball does have the better upside compared to Lonzo. But Lonzo's our point guard, and I'm going to back Lonzo 100% in this battle, and I hope the Chicago Bulls can walk away with a victory for Lonzo Ball and obviously for the confidence of this team, because we desperately need a little bit of a confidence booster. But nevertheless, this is just a video explaining my excitement for these two players. LaMelo's a fantastic player. LaMelo's a unique player, and I'm sure he's going to continue to win more games in the NBA season. And obviously Lonzo Ball is just a brilliant defender, one of the best in the league, a fantastic spot-up shooter, someone that can have a lot of diversity in his offense, but is someone that doesn't always get involved, and we have to utilize him in better ways. And until we can figure that out, we could be seeing a lot better of Lonzo Ball than what we see. But still, the Lonzo Ball that we have now is a player that I really do enjoy on the team. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to put it in a poll later tonight. Who's going to win? Lonzo Ball or LaMelo Ball? Who's going to win the duel? Who's going to have the better game? And whose team's going to walk away with the victory? Let me know in the comments below in that post or on this YouTube video what you think, and we'll see you in a mere few hours for that game. Take care and peace.